I think I play you in like 2 weeks with the, it's on one of my teams. Jets? Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA
The Bears
Sports.
could have won every game they played last year.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in
man.
Chicago.
I'm real worried about
into
the Bears
autumn
offensive
as we are ready to roll under
Trubinsky
blue
isn't
skies
even
at
like a real
Soldier
concern
Field.
for me.
Today
He'll be back, he'll be fine, but
on tap here
he's going to be as good as that offensive line is, and if that O-line sucks, man.
Before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Chicago Bears. The Bears offense heading out, led by Mitchell Trubisky, a Pro Bowler last year in 2018. Right. And, of course, the number 2 overall pick in the draft back in 2017.
I thought the Giants actually had a pretty good showing tonight, though.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Right. Second down.
Yeah, dude, I had Brady and Packers defense tonight. I had 51 points in the standard league.
Guys in the middle of this day has got to be priority 1.
I had, so my 2 defenses in that league, I have Bears D and Patriots defense.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So literally, I just play matchups, and I usually get like 15 points out of my defense.
Run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Like, it got to the point where I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to take another defense.
They're going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Yeah, and I remember that.
As they come up 1st and 10.
So, dude, I've been grinding like a motherfucker.
First down, Rivers.
On this ultimate team, it is not easy.
Complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but the no gain stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action now.
Dude,
Rivers.
Go watch the fucking my defense
Give him 14 on
last,
that one and a first down.
The Jets played horrible, but my God, did we make like 3 plays when we needed to make them.
Defense and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
Nick Foles threw 4 incompletions, and 2 of them were pick sixes.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and
User alert, pick
down.
sixes.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On the run, it's Kelly. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that... That means 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so. I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season.
You guys care about what our defense looks like for the ultimate team?
He had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And now Chicago getting ready
I'm in the process. I'm about to get a Deacon Jones.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here?
Basically similar to the same defense I said before, but we got an 84 Derek Brooks, 84 Ty Law.
They touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Different.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
It used to be like a 89 or a 90, it's like an 85.
2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football?
When I play people online,
it was hard for them to
I qualified for like the ultimate.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, 10. Ran, go. Watch out. Alert. Check 3.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, when they're healthy, they're dominant.
Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays,
yeah, I
3
agree.
first
I
downs.
honestly feel like the Chargers are probably one of the least healthy teams in the league year in and year out. I just feel bad.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got small. 31's the mic. Hey, check. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been...
Really? God damn.
Great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's a good read.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams.
So the defense is an 80 overall.
Before being taken down at the 27.
Trying to get Deacon Jones. That would help us out a lot.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Big guy in the box.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Dude,
Rivers
the fucking
incomplete on
Redskins
first down.
are
Here's second
ridiculous
and
in this
10.
game. They're 6-2.
Jackson. And he'll be limited to a short game up to about
dude,
the 34-yard
they beat Minnesota 21
After getting
to
stuffed on first down, not
this
much better
week.
there. 2-yard gain.
I'm like, in what world is that dysfunctional dumpster fire of a team going to beat me? He's 6-2. Look at that.
On third
Alex
down,
Smith,
Rivers.
3 touchdowns and interceptions.
And
I think, like, Kirk Cousins had 159 yards passing.
Zooms in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
I agree. I feel like it rewards good play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the
I
quarter.
guess the first one that, in my opinion, we actually, I don't know. I think it's really rewarding to make good reads and good throws. And this one more than
He'll be
other
taken
men.
down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner
I like that
and pick
little
up
read
first
option
downs.
there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
That's one thing that I'm kind of worried about when I play Seattle or when I have to play Steve and shit. Mobile quarterbacks in this game are very, very dangerous.
He's gonna loft one deep left side here. And that will be
And now that we
incomplete.
figured out the fumbling problem.
Connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's what
You know
he's
what I'm
gotta be
saying?
happy to
It's
have
scary
back. There wasn't a hole
to me.
open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs
Because
like
in
that
this
first
Madden,
down there,
they
need to
actually,
be a little bit
you know how
more
in the old
careful.
ones they take a half second for them to start
with.
running?
He's coming. Double up, double up.
This one they'll just take off.
Kill, 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 kill.
And they make people miss in the open field too,
2nd
which
and
scares
10.
the
It's
shit
Trubisky
out of me.
again. It's complete. It's Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
31's the mic. Man, I got it. Hey, 18. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. But now it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him. Down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return is Cohen. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
What the fuck is this guy trying to do? Like, come on, I'm not that.
Netted him 3.
Never fall for that shit. Although, to be fair, if it would have worked, it would have looked pretty sexy.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Dude, my defense is fucking horrendous.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, alert.
Dude, can we like fucking protect anything underneath? Jesus.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jesus motherfucking Christ.
How did he miss him? Wide open.
How does he miss that? Yeah, it's bad. That's a bad miss.
In the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Yeah.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. This is caught by Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed though is that having a dominant pass rusher really makes this game a million fucking times
in there
easier.
for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named
How many
NFC
sacks do you
Defensive
have?
Player of the Week.
19 with Khalil Mack?
And understandably so from national media. Looking
through half the season, a 40-sack season.
He told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working.
It's like more than guys getting a fucking good career.
Because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Like he's a good player. He played for 7 years in the 7 years in the league and averaged 7 sacks a year.
Tight to this point, and you'd have to
Khalil
imagine
Mack
it'll stay
basically had
tight
that in one
throughout.
season, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Check. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football.
Not gonna lie, I don't run that
Just brings us
bullshit.
right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I always thought that it was like it's weird because I know that sometimes you do, and then sometimes it's like you will have a certain amount of time to throw the ball to the receiver.
Almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck kind of cut was that? Oh my God!
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's coming. We got double up.
Eli Manning had the most game manager check down game ever. It was fucking
A play
glorious.
fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line,
You know you can tuck the ball if you hit L2, right?
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check 99. Check nickel. Check. Fresno. Safe.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
It honestly works. The only thing you got to look out for is the weak side blitz. And sometimes their linemen will fuck up and literally not block when they're down for linemen. That really pisses me off.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Man, I know so many
It is. I at least like the fact that they'll try to ride the speed rush
The
around
defenses,
the
to me,
outside.
have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Phillip Rivers, he is
Right,
the
that's what I'm saying. And the tackles usually keep trying to push the
he has not really been able to have
the DNs out, keep trying to chase him around the outside, so it gives you a chance to step up. It's pretty realistic if you step up, It just drives me crazy sometimes with how
Not as aggressive as I probably
overpowered some of the dominant pass rushers are.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
Hopefully I got one now.
36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's been my observation. Oh my God! Nice play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Quite a nice squad.
Here comes Cohen.
It's going to be pretty sad, though, when my Giants expose that D.
Nearly a huge return, as it is.
Oh, man, they exposed your Patriots,
24
team.
yards. And control of the football, switching hands with
like a
very
goat,
little
bro.
time remaining until the half. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust, and this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Don't talk to me about bad defenses.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first
flaming
half.
dog shit. There's like a couple of athletic pieces on there, but they're all a bunch of fucking mouth-breathing morons. They're like, awareness is like 12.
Bang, bang. Watch twist. Watch twist. 31's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Yeah. The one thing I want to give, I really like, is that it's much more difficult to like run straight backwards for 20 yards and then throw the ball on a deep slant.
Final play of the half.
Like,
it's Trubisky.
it's about time they make that like that.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Oh, I'm sure he's hurt.
On second and inches, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 49, check 49. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Joker, 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 joker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Miller. That's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, Nagalicious, is that what you're saying?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yeah.
First down,
that does have a little naggy clear to it.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous.
You're the one guy that would really appreciate this.
To get him
My girlfriend,
in the first half, and that's sort
did
of
I tell you that
here in the third
she
quarter.
babysits for Ryan Pace and most of the Bears coaching staff?
I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
That's fucking hilarious that play actually works in this game.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Lock in.
He pitches it out. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
I fucking hate the way this goddamn fuck. What the hell? Yeah, I was about to say,
flag didn't do that. 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Ran, go. Switch. Quick dance. Go. Hey, watch it.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the field goal, on to kick it away, it's Pinheiro. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, They tell him, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys.
I thought this was the funniest fucking
One good thing for him. It did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Patriots defense.
They run on first down with Jackson.
And he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what
I normally hate like drafting Patriots players. I don't care.
But you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So
White, Brady.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Yeah, he did. I mean, if he wouldn't, if it would have been a little bit better throw, he wouldn't. He would have caught it stride. It would have been a touchdown.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year.
Yeah, I'm surprisingly have a decent lineup
10 of those 43
when they're healthy, but
went
it's
for
been
touchdowns. So there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Oh, I love
good for
Gallup,
2.
man.
Here's 2nd and 8.
I drafted him in both my leagues. I'm excited to play him finally.
Rivers.
My lineup this week is finally at full strength.
I think someone's going to get into QB1.
Aaron Rodgers, Tyreek Hill, Gallup, James Conner, Henry.
Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
He's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game. The way they've been pushed around.
Let me ask you a tough question, because I need to decide what I want to do with the flex.
36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Do I play? I have 3 guys that I'm thinking about
Mitchell
playing.
Trubisky on his
Right
way
now, I
out,
have Chris Thompson in there. He's playing against Miami.
What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight
Do I
montage
play
doesn't continue
him,
to show more pressure and
Matt Breida, or
and for an
D.D.
offense
West?
that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic.
Breida's
punt.
playing the
For
Rams.
those who wonder,
Westbrook
what do
is
punters
playing
do
the Saints.
during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on
I also
positioning
have Emmanuel Sanders, but
Now
he
a
looks
throw
like he
complete
might
to
not
his
play.
fullback out of the backfield.
James
No gain, and
Crowder
it's
is
second
playing
down.
Dallas, but I don't trust Darnold.
I know
on the
that play
first
went for
week
no
back.
yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's
Crowder.
a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot.
He had 15 targets in the
Not
first
known
week,
as a
but I just don't
primary
trust
pass
Darnold
catcher,
first week
so
back.
sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor.
Decent
And
pass
that
defense.
play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third
Didi's
down.
had like
In
a
order for a
decent
screen
game. He's
pass
had
to break
11,
big, a
then he had
lot
under
of things
1.
have to come together and
But
be
then
well executed.
he's had
But all it takes is
7.5,
one small
9,
thing to
11,
go
and
wrong
those are against
and keep
Tennessee,
it from being
Denver,
a
and
big
Carolina.
game.
So those are
Now
good
they'll try to
defenses.
convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Well, the rest of my team, I figure, should have a decent week. I mean,
Throwing here, Trubisky.
I have Rodgers against Detroit. It's a tough matchup for the running game, so I figure they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit. Tyreek Hill against Houston, that's a good matchup. Michael Gallup against the Jets. James Conner against the Chargers. Derrick Henry against Denver, that's kind of a tough
better route
matchup.
runner you are,
Gerald
the more
Everett against
confidence your guy's
Frisco.
going to have
Figure
in you
they're
to
going
go
to
to
throw
you
the ball
in
there.
important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Man, I cannot figure out for the life of me.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this.
How to throw a fucking screen pass where they catch the ball and turn upfield.
NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at
like,
the 30.
I always have a problem where, like, they'll catch the ball and then it's like they're fucking stuck in the mud.
Keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back?
So when you go to throw like a bubble screen or a quick screen out, and they literally catch the ball and they fucking stand there,
where they describe the scenario,
like they're like stuck in the goddamn mud. Like I cannot figure out how to, because right there, Miller caught it and was like moving upfield and like shot through a cannon, like most guys do if they have the ball in space.
All the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yeah, this is that Tampa game.
Sometimes you have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run.
I don't know. I think that I listen to a lot of sports radio now. I don't know.
And he goes backwards on this one.
Kind of like an old man these days. I listen to a lot of sports talk radio.
We're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured
I listen to 670. Like literally, all I'll do for most of the day is I'll listen to 670 and like ESPN 1000.
Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, there you go.
Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
What's
as
that?
The Bears push further out in front.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better
There you go. That's realistic. That's actually a realistic touchdown.
Previously, they finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in.
And you just kind of... Yeah, it's beautiful. But I was listening and they were like ripping on
it until that point.
I don't know. Oh my God.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
That's what I do. No. Off. Check. Alert.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is good, very good offense. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you literally can't scheme to stop shit like that, like in this game.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like
when
that.
When people run the trip, the fucking trips,
with him running the team,
receive
you
trips left,
maybe write this game
offset tight end right. Like I fucking hate the fact that your 3 cornerbacks will not line up on the 3 fucking receivers.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
I can't stand that bullshit. I play people online, and all they run is the trips, and they fucking run the single, the triple stack, the 2 tight ends stacked on the end with the single receiver where they run the weak dive and they fucking try to bounce it outside every play. I just...
Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times.
It's very annoying.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
I mean, come on. Like, that's insane. 5 fucking sacks? Is that what they say?
In one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on,
I like the superstar ability for that, but like, I think realistically, they need to turn that down a little bit.
22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack
Oh,
shy
Jesus.
now. Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
You got to shift. If you shift the line left and put Fuller at the edge, you'll get the sacks with him.
Good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
You got to make him.
that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So
I understand, though. You have a job you got to do, man. I mean, like, these challenges, like, these are fucking potentially franchise-changing challenges.
Fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bears will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
You honestly, really, if I were you right now, debating on what to do, I may just punt this ball right away.
A good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
I'm joking.
Teams get the ball back.
I need my 2 sacks, man. I'm fucking punting this thing right goddamn now.
On defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover.
I'm pretty sure my offense
Previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Davis.
You have 2 offenses
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
that are very fucking like
5,
complex.
good enough for
They're
the first
difficult to
down.
run.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. We got 4. We got 4. Back, back, back. Switch it, switch it.
What?
A 1st down carry
Oh,
for Davis.
I have no fucking idea,
This
man.
defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Yeah. Like I look at your offense and like to me, I see it as like super gimmicky. Like that's like what I can't stand about Nagy's offense. But
this into the hands of Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, 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 kill.
I was listening to like sports talk and they were ripping.
Off the play
These guys were fucking ripping on Nagy and they were ripping on the front office because of the quarterback they drafted.
Will be blown up.
And I was like, you know, we're still talking about a quarterback that had a Pro Bowl fucking year last year. Like,
and that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball.
It just pisses me off. I mean, in my opinion, the biggest problem the Bears have right now is their offensive line is freaking
would have been
horrible.
better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
That's what they're saying. They're like that you pass on Deshaun Watson. I'm like, he was a decent college quarterback that had a lot of question marks coming in. Don't act like he was fucking perfect. And Mahomes, everybody said he was boomer bust.
The football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard,
Mahomes is a giant question mark. Every pro scout. That's the reason why he went 15th overall. Every pro scout, they had him as the highest ceiling guy, but the lowest floor.
They'll try
biggest
and throw
risk
for it with Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert.
I'm just saying, like,
and now
I
got to make sure
cannot stand when people start making these rules.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Oh, dude, they fucking kill me. And the biggest bitch is when there's like a little lag, man. When there's that little lag and you're playing a user online, oh, there's that fucking blow. Like you're trying to audible, you're like, come on, bitch!
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw is Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is
pull him out of the game. Pull him.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. They go play action. Rivers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And his kick is good. He got every
God, I love
it. It's good for 56 yards out.
I fucking love it.
For just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish.
You got 3 timeouts. You might want to use them too.
Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do.
How does he?
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that
what are you doing, roughing the passer?
And rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say.
Oh,
the defender have a right to the football?
I didn't know what the other penalty was.
I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.
What do you mean? You need 3 total.
Performance.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will hit the road next week for a date with a Philadelphia
I don't understand
Eagles.
What you're asking.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Fucking 8 goddamn sacks. Holy fuck.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?